Proudly sponsored by SellHard.co.za and African Billionaire Events Management.
I'm your host George Morales, and today we're having our semi-final.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Goeienaand, dames en heren. Guten Abend, wie geht's? Ni hao, annyeonghaseyo.
So your plan or your strategy was to come and steal the show?
No.
Did you pay George to get airtime on TV?
Oh, really? I didn't.
Really?
And everybody's asking about what's my game plan and stuff, and I didn't have one. I just had Istanbul in the back of my mind.
We all know that being overweight has a lot of health burdens.
A lot of people are saying that you're making reference to my book the whole time because you want to score brownie points with me. Because every episode you're bringing my book with and you're referencing my book, and it's all about my book.
I wouldn't say about brownie points, because then if I was trying to do that, then you could have maybe said you don't like it or whatever.
But how does this affect your career? And in this case, how does this affect your career in sales?
Do you think you can win this thing, Alfred?
I think I can be one of the top 2 going to Istanbul, but as you said in one of your interviews that nobody's going to walk away empty-handed here.
Sonia Parker says almost everyone will make a good first impression, but only a few will make a lasting impression.
Honestly, I came here to hear you speak and I saw you read. Sales is all about, the same motion creates emotion. I needed to see you move, I needed to hear you speak. But I actually came here and I saw you read. So, yeah, from my side, I wasn't too happy with what I saw.
One of the guys who sell yourself the hardest and the best. Out of all out of everybody in this competition, you've had the most media exposure, you've had the most radio interviews, you had the most of everything, but you lacked a bit on the challenges.
So tonight I'm going to be talking about the importance of selling yourself as a person.
In the call center sales challenge, you told me you're going to win that challenge, and you're not going to go home until you've won that challenge.
Yes.
What happened there?
Well, actually, in the call center, I actually closed only 2 deals.
Then at the Jimmy's Killer Prawns challenge, you had you disappeared for half of the night.
Well, let me, my plan, I didn't really disappear. I don't agree with you there, Tommy. What happened? I was going outside in the mall, in the closest vicinity, and looking for bringing customers.
Potential customers, yeah.
Bring potential customers in, and people were saying, no, Charles, we're not interested.
When you sell stuff, when you sell ideas, when you sell products, or when you sell services, people don't normally buy into what you're selling, but they buy into you as a person.
What do you think your chances look like? Or where do you think you're rating at the moment under the top 10 that's left?
Well, I rate myself as 1. I mean, I might not have, I rate myself as 1, because with me it's I see myself as the total package.
So what I found out is that people first need to like you. People first need to trust you before they can even consider doing any business transaction with you.
And also at work, you'll be surprised. This has elevated me to a superstar employee. I've actually just got a promotion at work.
Oh, congratulations. Well done.
Thank you.
That you said life is all about selling, I agree. In fact, I always say life is a pitch and then you die.
So I'd like to know from you how you think you've done in the whole competition so far.
I've done okay, I think. Good-ish. Well, you're going to tell me, so give me a
Jackie, where do you rate yourself? There's 10 of you left, and 10 of you will be speaking at the conference. Out of 22 that started, there's 10 people that's actually that made it through to Thursday. Where do you rate yourself under the top 10?
Number 3.
Okay, so who's number 1 and 2 in your opinion?
Oh, well, that's obvious.
Why is it obvious?
It's obvious just by the voting lines and how well they've done in the challenges.
Okay, names?
Luann and Danford.
Social media selling is just taking the internet to that extra level, to drive sales.
How do you think you did in the Big Issue Challenge?
I think I rocked that challenge.
I think you actually rocked the challenge too. You're really clever in what you did there, okay?
I like to think of it as a global community of friends, referring friends, because that's what sales really is about, isn't it?
Call Center Sales Challenge, you didn't close one sale.
I did, I closed one, just one.
You closed one sale?
Yes.
How did you find that challenge?
It was tough. To be completely honest, I'm not a call center person. I can give you that.
At your waiter challenge, you you messed up completely.
With that said, you've always been very well prepared, I feel, from the get-go. And I think that's always a nice thing, to see well-prepared people.
I always say that the best sales speakers are entertainers, and you proved that tonight, that you can entertain an audience. Well done.
Nervous tension, stress, feeling overwhelmed, like there's no way out. There is. Introducing a natural calmative made from the green tea extract L-theanine that reduces anxiousness and increases your mental focus within minutes, without leaving you drowsy. Really calm, only from Cipla. We'll make it better.
What happened at the waiter challenge when somebody stood on your toes?
I think you know what it is, and this will probably touch on my sales subject that I'll talk about, and it's you got to involve yourself in something that is progressive, genuine in anything you do, and I think Luann aside, having sales integrity is first and foremost, because everything reacts from there. And this is genuine.
Sales mentality is something I developed over dealing with a whole bunch of personal life challenges.
Because I know that once you said that you're actually being shown in a bad light in 2 of the episodes, and I think it was a Jimmy's episode, and then which one was not? It was a Big Issue episode.
Yes. Yeah. That Big Issue. You see, my image is my business.
Yes.
Because I think we all agree that as much as money makes the world go around, it is still the biggest evil we'll ever know.
Luann can do what she wants. She can wait the table that I was assigned, and that 10-seater, which is full of all people that are eating all kinds of things. That's the fun of serving people. So you know, nothing against it. People sell in their different ways. I just think your objective needs to be clear.
It's like Luana teed off a lot of people on this.
Is it? Yeah. I'm not alone, not alone, not alone, not alone.
I think I echo what Danford said, especially with your image and your presentation of yourself, and I can even echo what Charles brought up, that lifestyle is basically sales. And I think sales mentality is something that you live.
In sales, you get hunters and you get farmers. I see you more as a farmer than a hunter.
Who agrees? No, absolutely. But it is the biggest driving factor behind sales itself. So if that is the biggest driving factor, then you might find a few people giving a bad reputation to sales itself.
Do you think Luana's doing so well because she's a good-looking blonde?
I believe, I believe she brings a lot to the party. She's, yeah, she is rather attractive, and that always influences one's thoughts.
Do you think you did enough to win this competition?
No.
You're a lot of people's favourite. I'll be honest with you. The public loved you. All the ladies loved you. Everybody loved you on the show. And for some reason, you said that you can't. You're going to be speaking at the conference because you want to end on a high note.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't want to continue competing for the ultimate prize.
For me, every single aspect of life is sales. And I'll correct you, Mark. It's not life's a pitch and then you die. It's life's a pitch and then you buy.
I'll tell you why. At the time when I joined the show, you know, I was at a point in my life where I was considering different options.
Yes.
And this show presented me with a very valuable option.
Yes.
You know, I looked at it with a lot of promise. Obviously, I was very excited about it. Gave it my all for, you know, the first couple of weeks.
Yes.
I actually got offered a job in that time.
Yes.
Took that job. It was a great position, a great offer, and I couldn't refuse it. So my circumstances changed.
Who's got something to say?
Jack is small.
Oh
no! Friends.
Go right ahead, please. Can I be your friend? I'll be your friend.
So your topic on Thursday, because I mean you really you've been trained, and you can obviously, I mean you can give good training, and it's all about a sales seminar, and we have to put the show together where, you know, people are paying to be trained and they have to listen to a specific topic. What topic would you want to get out there?
Give me anything. Challenge me.
Well, is there anyone who's speaking on anything on opening techniques? Because you've got a good...
I like that.
So we want to know from you how you think you've fared so far.
I fared quite well. I had a slow start and a rather sluggish finish.
I'm that star in the sky, I'm that lost in the sky. Say I made it, I'm the world's greatest. I'm that little bit of hope, and my back's like a fool. I can feel it, I'm the world's greatest. The world's greatest, you are the world's greatest, each and every one of you.
The Big Issue Challenge, no one bought any magazines for me, but like all in all, I just realized that teamwork, teamwork is the only, it's a good way to go about it, because in the Big Issue Challenge, I isolated myself from the whole team and went to the waterfront and tried to sell there, ended up selling it nothing.
So where do you think you're right? Do you think you can win this thing? You're still in it?
Yo, I am in it, I'm going to kill it on Thursday,
You're going to kill it on Thursday?
Yeah.
What are you going to bring across?
Positivity in sales.
There we go, positivity in sales. Thank you very much. So your topic is positivity in sales, and you'll brand everything around that.
We want to know from you how you felt you've been doing so far.
Well, I've been enjoying this journey with SellHard, learned a lot of things, and that is apart from selling and doing that.
What's the big issue? Work hard, live hard, play hard and sell hard. Believers in this gospel will always be set apart. In real life, we ponder who plays with our heart, but selling yourself is a natural born crop.
Okay, I think on Thursday evening we're having the sales summit.
Semi-finals.
Semi-finals. What would you want your topic to be, or what do you feel comfortable with speaking about?
Yeah, I'd like to speak about selling yourself, the kind of tools you need to sell.
Street sale and hawking is as work we got. Here we battle daily with horse and cart. Consumers are picky and always add remarks. Cape Town customers, this is not a walk in the park.
So on Thursday night, we're going to be having the semi-finals, as I'm sure you know. And what we want from you is to come up with a topic that you are going to speak about or speak on. You know,
sales related, obviously.
Yes, it has to be sales related. But we wanted you guys to come up with something that you feel comfortable about talking about. And what we've said is you got a max time limit of 15 minutes.
15 minutes, yeah.
You can go shorter if you want to, but you just need to get up there and obviously sell yourself hard. So you need to quickly, on your feet, think of something that you want to talk about.
Told me, he was the only one who said no, because no one told me to. And he told me, the reason why I said no is because you need to ask more questions. Ladies and gentlemen, in sales, the most important thing is no time. And time is money. If you waste time, you waste money.
I'll pick the opening techniques. You sure you're gonna be able to put together 15 minutes on opening techniques?
The closing is much easier.
Closing techniques. Are you sure you're going to put together something good on closing techniques? Because remember, at the end of the day, the people are paying to come and see and to come and get sales training. So I've also got to be comfortable that you can prepare something on closing techniques. And sitting here and looking at you right now, I don't think you could prepare something really good on closing techniques.
I can surprise you.
You were the team leader of your group at the Big Issue.
Correct.
Tell us about that challenge.
It was a lot of fun. It was I wasn't expecting it. So when I reflected back in my selling career, I thought, what were my key principles with my sales? No, it doesn't matter. No, I've now got to come back to the big words. It's the small words I was struggling with.
Ricardo, at the challenge, he stuck with you throughout the challenge. And there was a scene where Ricardo actually went into a pub and told you that there's a lot of guys and you should go and sell. You ended up selling your magazines and not helping him selling his. Don't you think that was a bit, that you actually just took the sale out of his nose? Or
I didn't feel it like that at all. Actually, it was more about him coming to me saying, come, let's go into the pub. I felt it was a complete team effort because at the end of it, I ended up taking all his magazines and selling his. So I thought, what were my key principles that I have used in my selling career, which has been a really long career. So I thought tonight I'd like to share one or two of them with you. The first one is called Don't Judge a Book by its cover.
Tell me about the call center sales challenge. You closed one sale. Not your cup of tea, or is it something that you try and shy away from?
It was my first experience in a call center, and I have to be honest, while you were talking in that call center and I was sitting watching you, I so nearly got off my chair and handed it all over and said, I'm out of here. I have never been so scared in my life. I sat there like a reptile. I just thought, jeez, I mean, how am I going to do this? I was absolutely petrified.
Everybody here said it's because you're blonde and beautiful that you're actually winning all the challenges, and I shouldn't judge you on your abilities.
What do you have to
I
say
don't
to
think
that?
it has got anything to do with my looks, the man. I think it's all about attitude.
You don't think that at the Big Issue Challenge it's easier if a pretty blonde girl came to me and sold me at the robot, I'd probably buy from her first.
Because I tell you why. I know I worked damn hard at making every sale. I jumped in people's windows. I put that magazine right in front of them, and I gave them lots of reasons why to buy the magazine.
Listen, it's the easiest thing for someone to turn around and say, oh, you only did that because you're beautiful. You know what? No, I'm sorry.
No.
But does it help to be good looking?
Well, I don't
Actually, why don't you tell us? You know all about it.
What a winner.
You know all about it.
And it's very important in sales not to have one-offs but long-term relationships.
Mr. Live Wire. Yeah. I've been always saying that I was actually the perfect challenge for you, the perfect place where you can showcase your skill will be in front of a crowd speaking. And that's what's happening Thursday evening at the Table Bay Hotel.
Good evening, Goeienaand, Sabonani, Molweni, Apshe, Likai, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
If I look at the challenges, Big Issue Challenge, I thought that you would sell the most, but you actually didn't sell anything.
Why do I say Sales Warrior? Let me explain to you why, my people. Let me explain to you why, as you can see, it's highly tailored, you know? Yeah. You know, sales is like a battlefield for me. And on this battlefield is like a concrete jungle where there's animals. I'm the lion in the battlefield, and I come to conquer.
Call Center Sales Challenge. Didn't go good for you either.
The call center challenge, my mind was on what you told us. It was not about focusing on how much sales could be made on the day. So I was more focused on, you know, how am I coming through via the phone.
Sales is what I breathe, eat. You know, my part of sales is robots. That's what I do. They don't see somebody else's, but everybody else makes money. I've got a small period of time here. My topic is life, and life is a blessing from the Most High. I respect life. My point of view in life is to go for what you want in life. We are all created by the Most High. It would seem that we're all created by the Most High. It means to say that you have to know your purpose in life.
Waiter Challenge.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Waiter Challenge, I should give myself a round of applause. I enjoyed that, you know what I'm saying? It's like you said, it's in my penalty box right there.
Contestant that is joining us next week is actually flying on Monday with us to Istanbul. Are you guys ready?
Yes!
I'm really nervous. Jackie Goods. Obviously, no particular woman. Which is joining us also in Istanbul next week is Duana.
I decided to take 3 people with me to use
Live Wire!
Well, based on the last 2 months, and just for commitment and drive and tenacity and everything, well, all of the above, I've decided to take Danford with me as well.
Chase.
How are you?
Angle's right.
No, it's terrible.
No, really, are my angles right?
No, it's horrible.
That way.
Tracy.
You know, we're having our
Semi-finals.
semi-finals on the... Why do I get that wrong, Dalton? Tracy, go ahead. Okay. On Thursday evening, we're having our finals, so...
Semi-finals.
And thank you!
Thank you very much.
I looked good on all the pictures you took previously, but Tracy was chewing a thing, so I couldn't use any of those.
Miss Tiffany.
What? Tiffany?
Is it Tiffany?
Miss McGregor.
I'm Mrs. McGregor.
And now where's this person that I want to thank?
George Morales is right here.
Proudly sponsored by SellHard.co.za and African Billionaire Events Management.